What's up, guys? Sub-Zero here, back for another VOD review. Today, we are VOD reviewing a really interesting profile. This person is ranked 24 on NA. They go by the IGN Not Enough For You. Honestly, I don't know anything about this player, aside from the fact that they've been beasting it on the new patch. We're sitting at, 600 LP start of the day, and beasted up. I mean, they're almost 1,000 LP. And the other thing that is quite interesting, if you look at this match history, is this person, I think, really has locked in, has a good understanding of this patch and the strongest stuff that exists out here. You can see some of this ASOL stuff, but the majority of this is some AD flex gaming. You can see here a lot of Master Yi, a lot of Quirky Ribbon, really just a ton of AD flex, almost no reroll, a little bit, sprinkle some fast 9 in there, but a lot of just AD flex gaming. And so I thought, let's take a quick VOD review of this player because, I think now that the patch has had some time to settle, it's become quite interesting because the Aurelion Soul stuff is fine. And it's quite solid when you do have an AP spot, but what's really been dominating the more that we have seen the patch go on is just the AD flex stuff that really didn't get nerfed that hard. Quirky Yi, or Quirky and Yi, but Quirky didn't get nerfed really at all. That line actually got a small buff in that Fizz got buffed. This is actually kind of loud. Is it a little loud for you guys? Here, let me bring the volume down a little bit. But yeah, Quirky, that comp got only buffed. Yi got some nerfs, but really escaped pretty lightly. Small Edge of Night nerf, small Marauder nerf, small Master Yi nerf, but overall, that line really did not get hit that hard. And so people are realizing if you have a spot for it, which, hey, we look at this here, we have Malware Matrix, the best item here for this line, it makes a lot of sense to play it. All right, first augment here, roll really quickly, and ooh, we do see Forged in Strength, going long. I mean, these are all good options. Forged in Strength is just, it's so tempting in spots like these. This is definitely what I would be looking at here, but we'll see what this player wants to go for here. And yeah, we do end up taking this here. We don't really have the strongest of openers either, so it also makes sense, right? I mean, we have the Briar too, but that's about it, so we don't feel bad about doing this. Also, yeah, I was like, we're not making gold here for a second, so yeah, we could just chill on this board here. Oh, unfortunate for the player that we rotate into here. Hard commit into Space Groove. I guess we'll see how their game goes, but I think that is one of the big misses in this line after the nerfs to Space Groove emblem. Okay, and we got Evelyn's Instinct here. I think this item, had this been last patch, you would really consider playing this into like a Briar reroll spot. You throw this onto Briar here. You could keep it onto Briar. You could play it into the Belveth as well. Either one holds those items pretty well. But instead, because we're playing on current patch and that comp got nerfed pretty hard here, this is just going to be an AD flex game. We are going to play into either Quirky Ribbon or Master Yi. Very easy to flex between the two lines. It's one of the nice things about this this setup is that a lot of the items that you build can go back and forth between the two lines. There are certain items that really push you in one direction. Stuff like Edge of Night feels really, really good onto Master Yi and feels like fine on Riven. You can certainly build it. Sterax, vice versa. Really good on Riven, kind of middling on Master Yi. And so those are the items that really tend to give you the direction. You can also go stuff like Deathblade. We'll see this player here, Mean Mr. Kian, already off Expected Unexpectedness, has a Riven here, which is really annoying for us here. So, hey, maybe that's a little bit of direction to push us towards the Master Yi line, which once again, I mean, it's really just, do you have, the items to play for this? Divine Intervention sounds amazing in our spot here. We'll see which one we ended up taking here. Ooh, these are bad components. I guess you take a Cloak here. I mean, these are pretty awkward. You could take Gwynsu if you really want to, but I just take Cloak here. Is Kraken, Even Shroud, Adaptive, all that kind of stuff here. And we'll see. Oh my god, I think, did the entire lobby take Echo Boon there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, one person here took the 3 cost shop here. It's kind of interesting. Nova, I mean, to do a scout of the lobby, which we can do because we're in one of these cool replays here. I mean, this person certainly, I mean, they could go either way. I'm thinking that this line with the Challenger spat leans a little bit more towards the Master Yi line, so that's going to be someone who's contesting us very likely. And I guess that's something else that we can talk about here is if you're playing AD Flex, TFT, you're going to be quite contested. I mean, you can scout around the lobby and see what else is going on here, but every lobby, there's usually at least 2 Quirky players, 2 Master Yi players. And so how do you play these lines in these type of spots and make it out. You know, you cannot win the game if you're just stuck on a Master Yi or a Corki 1-star the entire game. One of the ways to do it is to take Econ Augments. We didn't actually do that here. We took Forged in Strength here. So it's really be interesting to see what our 3-2 looks like if we are really prioritizing stuff like Econ. The other way is to play stuff like this Primordial opener or like Timebreaker openers and use those to just accelerate us to be able to get to the board before other people. Another way is honestly just to scout a lot. So yeah, I do really want to do a scout of the lobby here once we get to the minion round here, just to get a sense for like, okay, what is the lobby starting to look like here? Because we're seeing some people are angling towards it. This guy's Space Crew for sure. This guy, we'll see, almost could play like a, I mean, Serpent is Zaya game, Loki. They could also play our line though. They could play they could certainly just throw these items onto a Kindred. One nice thing to look is just like, what are they holding on bench? And hey, they do have this Thomas Kench here. So that's definitely something that might make them lean towards the line that we're trying to play a little bit. If we do end up in Yi, I mean, once again, we can kind of flex both here. Let's scout the rest of the lobby here. This guy, I mean, Mr. Kian with the ribbon here is very annoying. This guy has Timebreaker and Meeple, so that guy's definitely gonna be ribbon. This guy, oh wow, worth the wait for the 3-star of that guy. That's really interesting. So they're gonna play some kind of like AP play like the Victor, the old school Victor board, which honestly I think has been coming back a little bit. People have realized that this line's actually, you know, not too bad after a lot of the changes. So we can actually play around it a bit. All right, next augment here. Is it possible? I don't know if you're allowed to take forward thinking here. I mean, it would help us with our econ issue, but there's a couple of problems with it. One is like we're really low here. After 5 fights, we might be dead. So I don't know if you're allowed to take this here. And the other problem is it forces you to roll on 4-2, which means we're always going to be rolling, you know, after everybody else there. Cyber Implants is really tempting here. That's what I'd be looking at in this spot here, just because we have all these extra items already. Getting AD onto all of our units makes a lot of sense here. We're going to roll. I would definitely take some kind of like good econ option if we roll it in this slot here, but tons of stats, pretty mediocre here. Don't think we need to take that. Salvage bin, and yeah, it is just going to be this here. So yeah, looks good here. And we are just going to get our Gwen onto this board. All right, let's do some more scouting here. So yeah, I mean, a lot of people angling Corki ribbon. So far, I think one person who's very likely to be Master Yi, and maybe a 2. I definitely want to keep an eye on this eye blocks board here and see what they end up playing towards, what they end up holding onto bench here. Has a MF2 on bench, interestingly enough. Okay, well, we'll see. We also look at this. This is smart. I like this a lot. We're not making any items out of our anvils yet because we're pretty close to getting our cash out here from Forged in Strength here. So we'd rather just wait and see, okay, what are we actually getting off Forged in Strength? Then we can make our decision. I wonder if we'd ever do any kind of like crazy pivot here. If we get some like, you know, full AP items, would you ever try to play something? I don't think so. I think we're really just still going to look for like Edge of Night components here. Okay, so we are going to make these and just make the GS plus Edge of Night Slam and say, it could save us some HP and it's not even bad. Little kind of close there, down to 34 HP, but honestly, that is the perfect amount of HP to hit here so that we can get this cash out here. Next off of Carousel. Ephemeral Rolls is so good. I'd be so tempted to take that, but the 5 costs are obviously really good as well. We do take Ephemeral Rolls here. I think this makes perfect sense. And sad that we actually miss on our 4 costs from Carousel here. Did not get anything relevant on the board here, which really feels bad. But yeah, we did take Ephemeral Rolls here. I think it makes too much sense. This thing is so good. And ooh, these are some pretty good items. The Collector, pretty solid onto Kindred. The Seeker's Arm Guard's a little awkward, but I mean, at the end of the day, it is... They just moved it around there. It is an Omnivamp item. Also, apologies for this fight looking a little wonky. This Everything Goes On arena like bugs out with spectator mode, so we can just see our... I mean, look, our Belvet's getting low. Our Kai'Sa's getting low too. We lost the fight. Okay, well, there you go. But I mean, 23 HP... It's a little scary here, I will say. I'm not the most excited about this spot. Pick up Corki, okay. Are going to get our cash out here as well. And oh my god, okay. This is actually a pretty nice one for us here. So this is that Echo Divine Intervention here. This is amazing for us. I mean, we hit a Fiora here. We can play this onto our board. We also have Corki Pair, which we are holding right now. I would be surprised if we played around it. Also, we should use this Ephemeral Roll because, I mean, it's ephemeral, right? It's going to run away after this round. So not sure why we're not using the roll here. Maybe it's a spectator. I don't think it's a spectator bug. I think they're just forgetting that this roll is ephemeral. So a little bit unfortunate there. We could actually low-key... Is it too much to level this? Yeah. It probably is. You really need the gold is the problem, but like you'd like to actually use this ephemeral roll on level 8 if possible, but obviously you'd have to level here this round, and it's pretty expensive to do it. All right, last item here. We are going to level up and start rolling for our board. We pick up Master Yi here. Not seeing too much else. Ooh, this is a scary roll down. Will we hold on to Morgana? She's a pretty decent flex unit, but no, I think we're just going to roll for our standard board here, but we haven't even really hit everything. We're stuck on 3 Brawler on this board. Don't have an Urgot to play. Wow. Upside is we get all of our items down. We do have this Fiora, who's going to be really good at healing us up in spots like this. Going to get our last couple of items here, and then we can just kind of take a survey of where our items end up here. So the GS plus Quicksilver end up here. Yeah, let's just pause here and take a breather because there's a lot going on this board. So first of all, we made the Edge of Night. We put it onto Fiora for now because she is truly going to be our main carry at this point in the game. We wouldn't honestly even mind making double Edge of Night here, but kind of going to be stuck on this setup here. It's kind of crazy that we have Seeker's Arm Guard down here on the Kindred here, but I mean, it's just where it's ended up. The other option would be maybe like swapping these items, the Yasuo's Blade Work and the Kindred. I could maybe see something like that. We'll see where items end up, and then we have these extra items here. Need to make some tank items. We did get to Even Shroud, which is pretty good here. Okay, now let's look at Augment here. I do not really need more items, I would say. Money Monsoon's it's a little sketch here, but I don't really like these options at all. Bronze for Life's not great in this line. Okay, we do have to just take the Belt Overflow. We didn't even roll Money Monsoon. Wow, that was crazy there. We just opt to take this. Okay, I mean, it's tank items. And it is good synergy with Cyber Implants. I mean, we're triple item augment here. We are going to move some items around. Get a full reforge here. Ooh, we get fish bones here. I mean, yeah, this makes a lot of sense. It's the most mediocre one that we have. We're going to move the Edge of Night down to the Endemic Sterax here. Okay, so the idea being that Edge of Night is really important on this Master Yi guy. Fiora can do pretty well with the Sterax, though. You'll definitely see her wanting the aggro drop in this fight here, but the tankiness matters a lot more on a unit like Fiora than it does on Master Yi here. We are going to take a really bad loss here, so that's not ideal, but you know, 13 HP, that's low-key 2 lives this stage. We do hit our TK2, which is big here, and yeah, we're just going to continue to roll to hit the board. We are playing this very standard Master Yi plus Kindred board here, 4 Brawler, 4 Marauder, get everything in on this board, and we are just playing the Fiora in the slot that the Akali normally goes if you don't have Fiora. But yeah, I mean, the board should be quite solid this stage. We just rotate into somebody really strong there, so we don't need to freak out super hard here. Though this fight's still pretty close as well, but I think we're gonna win there, and yeah, we do even gold collect a little bit and heal up a tiny bit as well here. All right, last here. Oh god, I guess you could take... I would take Echo here. Yeah, I guess you have to. It sucks, right? It's delayed power in a spot where I really don't want delayed power. But the hope is that we are strong enough in this spot here, and none of these units really end up mattering here, so we can just take best component here. Cloak is pretty decent, though it really doesn't build into anything right now. Going to continue to roll down here, looking for our last few upgrades. Still no Yi2 or Kindred 2, by the way, but we can trust. We have insane combat augs. That is the big upside here. We have the Tahm Kench 2, which will buy enough time for our front line, usually for this Yi and this Fiora to pop off here, so we should be quite strong. It's just we'd really like some 2-star units, and I mean, note that we're just donkey rolling in every single round to try to get to our upgrades. It makes sense, right? I mean, we're so far off of everything here. There's so many upgrades to find. We even lock for the Gragas here. I mean, I think it makes a lot of sense, and then we do at the last moment find the Kindred 2. All right. This helps. We're still not even Yi paired here to do another scout of the lobby here. How many Yis are out? So this guy has it's T-Lights has a Yi. Ooh, Metsuwa also has Yis. So that is 5 Yis out and then 6 Yis out, including ours. And that's just from the few people we scouted. That's probably most of them. Doubt that it's going to be way more contested than that. But this is why like augment quality, item quality matters a lot as well here. We need to look for heal cut here, right? We have no heal cut. We'd level just like a Sunfire cape or something. Sunfire, yeah, I mean, this looks perfect. Okay, you can take Sunfire. We have the Anomaly as well, which yeah, I guess I could go into TK and then you can just move one of the other aura items over to like this Maokai here. Yeah, I mean, I think this makes sense. You could even throw it onto to this guy here, onto the Urgot here. No, he's gonna throw it onto Maokai. Okay, makes sense. And then we just gotta finish our last item here, which is I guess gonna be Sterax. Yeah, and you could Honestly, okay, he's gonna throw it here. I was gonna say Loki could throw it on Maokai to make him a little tankier. Do note though, look at our cyber implants value. Almost every single unit on our board has implants. That is very, very good news. Also, the anomaly just always feels good on something like a TK. You can throw this onto other units like fighters. It's not the worst onto somebody like a Riven, but it's best when you're just getting this huge amount of HP, 1100 HP onto a big Thomas Kench. Feels really, really good here. Continuing to roll down here, by the way, we get a bow here, which does slam into Last Whisper, which is kind of funny. He's actually, yeah, not even going to make the LW. He says, I'd rather actually get cyber implants value on everybody. Wow, okay. I mean, I don't mind it. We do also have another Fiora in shop here, which is kind of wild here. All right, going to continue to chill on this board here. At this point, still really need to find the Yi 2. We're really hoping that we can hold out long enough for one of these other Yi players to die. T-Lights and Metswa were the other players, right? So I wonder, we are going to continue to roll here. We do get our artifact, which ends up being Flicker Blades. Wow, so we can put this here and then move the Malware Matrix up. Yeah, I mean, Flicker Blades amazing onto the Kindred here. I mean, this is one of the best artifacts that we could get here. This is quite an incredible board here. This is a 5 artifact setup here. We have like 12, no, I mean more than that. We have like 13 or 14 items onto our board here with the implants here. But I mean, it was a crazy idea. I talked about how nice Econ is in situations like this, but we did not take a single Econ augment this game. Just triple combat here, played for the board, found Fiora 2 on 8. That, I mean, that is going to be, I mean, our spot was already looking amazing. This is like win the game spot now, though. We have the Fiora 2 already. Still need to find the Yi, but I mean, this is all we needed to do. We needed to just take Giga Combat here. Didn't really get a good Econ augment at any points, but we just said, we'll play the board. The thing is, you can stabilize on 1-stars if your combat is good enough. And that's what happened this game, is we stabilized on 1-stars because we were up 1 million artifacts. I mean, Forged in Strength is a crazy augment plus the extra augment from Cybernetic. So, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. And yeah, on a patch like this, where sometimes it can be very hard to find your 2-stars, being able to stabilize in spots like this when we're just stuck on our 1-stars for so long makes a lot of sense. So yeah, I mean, at this point, just have to try to position it versus everybody else here. Just get our guys on the other side here. You can see also we're backlining the Master Yi here because we know there's a lot of melee versus melee matchups that are going to occur here. And so we really want our Yi to walk up after the enemy melee unit. If you ever played any of these melee versus melee matchups, your ideal is that something like the enemy Riven walks up to your front line, aggroes onto your TK, and then your Yi takes longer to walk up and aggroes onto their Riven. And so you're just putting our guys as far back as possible when we have these melee matchups so that we can do that. So that our Master Yi can usually walk up very, very slowly and aggro onto the Riven after she's already hit our front line. I mean, at this point, we can push 9 last. Like, Maokai item here, Vow looks really, really good. You could take Ground Guard, I guess. Yeah, no, it's just Vow, right? And then you just put it onto Maokai. He has like a cat. Oh, he's actually going to move Vow over here and then just do the double utility items here. Okay, yeah, I could see this as well. Just put all of your real tank items onto your real tank. Have him hopefully tank for your util tank. The problem is our util tank is getting aggro here first, but our board is very, very good right now. So hopefully it's enough. I mean, this enemy board's not bad at all. Oh my god, and yeah, we do take a quick loss there to this last player, right? So it's just us and them, and they have this level 10 AP Fast 9 5 Shepherd. Wow, what a crazy setup, actually. This is a very cool, kind of the opposite of us. Took invested, had a lot of econ, and just made it to level 10 here. All right, let's see if we can beat it here. Really just want, this is really nice. We have the enemy carry aggroed onto our TK, which means our TK can actually tank for our whole board here. And look at this, Yi same side, just walks straight to backline with this positioning and just clears everybody. Fiora plus Yi is a crazy combo because if Fiora, while she's ulting, goes where Yi is, she can sometimes push him forward and make him walk to backline. That's kind of what happened here, is Yi walked up really far, we blew up front line, and then the Yi just got pushed straight to backline here. That's another reason why you can put Yi a little bit further back in a spot like this, is you want him to be able to get pushed up here. Okay, we are, our tank's opposite side here, and our Fiora is going in a very, very scary spot here. The upside is our Yi's doing a lot of work here. He's doing good work. I think we might have it. Yep, that is the game. My god. All right. I mean, what a wild game, honestly. This crazy 5 artifacts. It was Oh, well, the replay is exploded, but we can look at the game here. 5 artifact games, so many items, cybernetic implants, and the idea is just play for really, really high caps. Say, as long as I hit my boards 1-star and find something, anything 2-star. The Kindred 2 eventually was what stabilized us. We made it until the other players died, and then we ended up winning out the lobby. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check my Twitch and my Metafy. All my links down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, as always. Bye-bye.